welcome back to my second video in the second series of £40 pickups. The first one in this series was eBay, where I struggled to get a good deal. I think I got a reasonable one at the end. Today we are going for the all-conquering Amazon. Captain, we don't pay tax. Amazon. Captain, if you want to sell stuff on Amazon as a company, you've got to pay our tax for us, which I'm also finding out with YouTube. Yeah, trust me, don't get into the whole, but I'm a UK resident. What do you mean I've got to provide proof that I live in the UK and that I'm eligible for not paying tax on you? YouTube is a nightmare. Amazon's even worse, trust me. So I've tried to get second-hand games via Amazon. They do still exist out there. There is like a little thing underneath the main image. So if you say search for Grand Theft Auto 5, if you search for it, underneath it'll say buy new and used. There'll be other sellers selling their stuff on Amazon. You can buy it brand new. More likely than not, it's someone like me just trying to get rid of old games. You don't do it via Amazon anymore, really. Lots of people still use eBay. Even more just tend to chuck it on Vinted or Facebook Marketplace because you get 100% of the cash that way. And the issue with that is I struggled so much to find deals on Amazon. I had multiple. I didn't just try games because, again, I was really struggling with games. I tried to buy controllers. I tried to buy things related to gaming. Lots of them obvious scams. Lots of them getting cancelled. Lots of them cheap Chinese knockoffs that really shouldn't be allowed on Amazon. I ended up, after pulling my hair out for weeks and weeks and weeks, I ended up finally getting a package. I got 2 games from 2 separate sellers, 2 games for £40 second hand. And you know what I'm like, if I'm paying over £2, I'm grumbling. And not only that, I had to go way over my £40 limit. This is how bad it is. I did want both of the games, so all in all, it's not that bad. It's just bad for this because it proves that Amazon isn't a great place to buy from, particularly. These ones, I wouldn't have bought them if I could have got them cheap somewhere else. I'd have just called this sale a dud. I'd have just said to you, don't buy secondhand on Amazon, only buy new stuff from there. And even then, if you can, buy locally because, again, Amazon don't pay blooming tax. The first game we're going to go for, this was a shout out in my comments. Somebody said, oh, I just bought this and it's absolutely awful. You'd love it. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. It's an Xbox 360 game. Again, quite hard for me not to have an Xbox 360 game. I've got such a big collection of them. I have bought a lot more since as well, and I'll be doing future videos on those. This one, it looks so bad. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's 1 word or 2 words. I'm going to say Morphix, I don't know. Morphine, from 505 Games. I think they're the one. Did they do Halo? I think, not too sure. Again, similar to the eBay thing, I ordered this. It had just that cover. Didn't show you what the disc was or anything. It just said it was very good condition. It's turned up. It's Spanish. So I know with the Xbox 360, it automatically turns it into English language when you're playing it. So that's not so bad. But because of that, I know nothing about this game. No, absolutely nothing about it. I've been told it's a really bad game. And on top of that, of course, the instruction manual is in Spanish. So great, it's got one, but it means absolutely nothing. There's not even like different sections. It hasn't got like Spanish, German, Italian, French, English, anything like that. It's just Spanish. So yeah, that to me, not great. Especially when you consider I paid £30 for that. That were $29.99, £30 second hand. Awful deal, absolutely awful deal. And bear in mind, this is what I'm kicking this off with. This is to grab people. This is to go, wow, look what he managed to get. Amazon's bad. Don't use it. So yeah, £30 for my first one, which leaves me with a hefty £10 to spend on my second game. Couldn't do it. This is where I really struggled. I knew I wanted that game, and I will say Amazon had it second hand at the cheapest price that I could find it. I think I tried to find it in CX, they'd sold out. I think I couldn't find a copy on Vinted, couldn't find a copy independently. The only place I was finding it was Amazon or foreign sites, and I didn't want the foreign version, which is what I ended up getting. Again, not going to send it back. Didn't do well on eBay. I got a German game, I think it was. Not sending that one back. So left with £10. What can you get with £10 on Amazon? Not much, which is why I had to spend £16 getting a game that I loved as a child. I've tried it since. I bought this, popped it straight in my PS1. It's so bad. I'm hoping I can get something funny out of it. It's called Fighter Maker. So again, not really good at my fighting games. This, you make your own fighting game, or make your own fighters, I should say. It's a bit like Tekken or a bit like Virtua Fighter, i.e. 3D polygonal, is that a word? Polygons. 3D polygonal fighter. Only you make absolutely everything, every move that they do. So you can be realistic if you want. You can try and create your own fighting style. You can try and mimic, like if you've got a favorite wrestler or something like that, you can move every little bit of them, every finger, every wrist, every elbow. You can put where the hit point is, how much damage it does, how long it takes to do it. You can do all that. Or you can just go completely mental and have a man who turns into a cube and flies around the screen. This is how broken it is. You could literally just put some guy who'll crack up into a little ball, spin around screaming, and it takes all the life off the opponent, and all you're doing is you're just pressing punch. It's so dumb. It's so blooming dumb. But I had it when I was a kid. I wanted it back. It's not as good as I remember, and again, it was £16, so I don't know if I can get that cheaper somewhere else or not. All I know is I wanted it back, and Amazon really was a struggle to get stuff from them. So that's my £40 deal. What a short video this one has been. Amazon pretty much the same as eBay is what I'm finding. Actually, that's a lie. It's a lot worse than eBay. I had exactly the same struggles with getting stuff from people cancelling orders, people not getting back in touch with me when I try and contact them about said games. I did get 2 games arrived where they were damaged, and trying to return stuff to sellers on Amazon. What a faff. What an absolute faff. Don't do it. Don't buy used from Amazon. Buy brand new, and even then buy brand new from reputable buyers, or as I said at the start of the video, if preferable, buy from an independent store. Buy from somewhere here where they pay tax and it goes back into our country, and we can get an NHS. People can actually afford to have their teeth removed. It's such a weird situation where we're giving our money to these faceless entities that don't pay tax. I don't want to get political, but Amazon, what a bugbear of mine. I've got mates of mine that work at the factories, and it's not great. Anyway, yeah, that was my £40 pickup. 2 games, both of them really poor quality. I'm hoping the independent store video is a lot better. This has been Donald Mackerel from Donald Mackerel Gaming. I'll see you all again soon.